Hello, everybody. You chosen ones who watch this. You know, I had something I really wanted to talk about this morning, and I also wanted to show you the snow here, which is fantastic in the morning with the park. Isn't that great? Really beautiful, huh? And winter is here. Christmas is here. Christmas season coming. But today I want to talk about an anniversary. It's 61 years since John F. Kennedy was assassinated. 61 years, and it happened on Friday, and today is Friday. So it was Friday, 22nd of November, 1963. And this is Friday, the 22nd of November, 2024. And we're still asking questions about the Kennedy assassination. It's still not, in many people's minds, and most people's minds, clear what happened on that day and how this one person, Lee Harvey Oswald, a strange character, was able to assassinate the president. Well, on my Substack, I wrote a piece about presidential assassins and near misses. And I said that most of these assassinations were attempted by a nut, a crazy person. Certainly, it looks like that's the case, at least on the face of it, with the Trump attempt. In fact, 2 Trump attempts. Both of them seem to have been done by loners, the so-called loner, that cliche. I think it's important to rather than to go into the character of the assassins and these situations, because that's been argued about and most people have made up their minds. I mean, I'm of a mind that it was probably just Oswald. He was determined to kill somebody. He tried to kill General Walker before, 6 months before, fired at General Walker sitting at his desk and narrowly missed him. It was deflected by one of the window fittings. And, Bob's your uncle. Then he went by some curious freak chance. He happened to be working at the Texas Depository, and Kennedy's motorcade was going by it. And, well, there you go. Stranger things have happened, and coincidences like this can happen when someone has an intention. Weird things start happening. When monomaniacs can make a lot of weird things happen. You've probably seen it in your own life. Now, I'm not saying that this is a tried and tested psychological phenomenon, but I am saying that it happens. I've seen it happen. Crazy people can make crazy stuff happen, and they do all the time. Ask your shrink the next time you're in the office, and I'll ask mine and we'll compare notes. Anyway, so the world was very, very different on that Friday. It was a completely different world. We were, not even 20 years. We're 18 years past the end of World War II. And we'd just been through the 50s. We'd had President Eisenhower and then this young guy, Kennedy. The Beatles hadn't even hit America yet. They were still a couple of months away, and in early '64, and pop culture hadn't taken off. There were no hippies. It was a beatnik culture, the remnants of the beatnik culture. That was the dominant sort of counterculture, very different kind of phenomenon from hippies. Beatniks did drugs too, but it was very different from the whole hippie thing. At any rate, it was a different world. than the world we live into. Remember, dial-up phones and no man on the moon yet, no Vietnam War yet, although there were things going on and it was about to explode in 1964. Have things really changed a lot? Yes, they've changed immensely, but as the French say, the more things change, plus ça change, plus c'est la même chose. So the more things change, the more they stay the same, as the French say. There's a woman hiding with her baby over here. Guess they're looking maybe at baby birds or something, who knows. Oh, feeding pigeons. There you go. There you go. Very nice. Anyway, the world is completely different. And remains in constant change, but just much more rapidly. I mean, who would have thought that we'd have artificial intelligence? Maybe one day artificial intelligence will go through all those Kennedy papers and tell us the most likely outcome. Maybe you've already done that. Maybe there's a scientist here, or an expert in AI who's already done that and knows the answer to who killed Kennedy and why, based on released material and probability. I still think it's Oswald because I think there's nutty people. In my experience, there's a lot of nutty people everywhere. At any rate, some of the biggest mysteries still remain. We don't find solutions to them. That's why they, I suppose, capture the imagination for so long and tend to become almost myths, you know. Kennedy is considered a huge fella, and his drawbacks are overlooked because, you know, like a rock star, he died young, 61 years ago in Dallas, in front of the Texas Book Depository. Bullets from the gun of Lee Harvey Oswald and maybe someone on the grassy knoll. Talk to you later.